What's up, guys?
Hi! So I'm Anna,
And I'm Anastasia.
and on this channel, Make That Change, we share some practical advice and tips on how to improve your life, move to a new country, and become successful in a new environment.
And today we're going to talk about survival jobs and some of our personal experience with it.
Thank you for joining. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get started.
This normal is not so normal. When the pandemic hit, a lot of people lost their jobs and they found themselves looking for something new. My mom got laid off a couple of weeks ago, and we really started looking into what is it that one can do to remain a stable stream of income while trying to do something else.
So what's a survival job, you might ask? Survival job is a low-skill and short-notice job that you can get pretty easily without any previous experience. It's usually a high-turnover job too, so you can freely continue searching for a high-skilled job according to your experience and qualifications. Alright, so what are top survival jobs for 2021? We've done our research, we have our personal experience, and we've spoken to some of our friends. So this list will be based on a list of true stories.
Let's get it started! Let's start with cleaning services. A cleaner's job entails going to someone else's house and cleaning it. Typically, higher income neighborhoods and individuals tend to use such services. But if you live in a big city, a lot of apartment owners use these services too, and you might prefer that because it's a lot less work and you don't have to travel too far. Not much is needed for you to be able to get that job. Training is provided to you as well as equipment, things like chemicals or gloves and stuff like that. Having some experience in cleaning is a plus, but hey, all of us kind of have it, right? Preference is also given to young and fit people because they can work a lot and work fast. It's easy to find the cleaner's jobs and the tips are really nice. You can also be in charge of your own schedule. We have a friend who just recently got a job like that. She found it through her own community. One of the tips just giving to you guys is make sure you can buy some professional or nice looking uniform and also be friendly and smile all the time. So that's gonna allow you to build a little bit of a good reputation, and if you do your job well, your clients will be coming back to you and you'll be getting a lot of tips.
Next up, mover. This job usually appeals to the male side of the audience, but it's one of the best ways to make some cash right away. Your task as a mover is to carry heavy items in and out of homes as well as loading and unloading trucks. Mover is a person who helps others just moving between houses and apartments. So what do you need? You obviously have to be fit and be able and willing to carry heavy stuff. Having a driver's license is usually a great bonus. This job is pretty flexible. Your working hours depend on the size of the house and how quickly you work. You also get paid tips right away in cash. And you get to meet many people, which is a nice opportunity to network. I have a friend who moved to Canada a while ago. So after moving, he realized that getting a marketing job is rather challenging, but he had to provide for his family. So he decided to go to his local community and ask for help. He was offered a work as a mover. As a result, he spent 2 years working as a mover while getting his second degree at university. This job allowed him to get some cash and stay fit. He also became great friends with his boss, who later in life helped him both personally and professionally. Moral of the story? Don't be afraid to reach out to your local community. They can help you significantly.
Food services industry. You can look into Tim Hortons, McDonald's, pizza places, Starbucks, or Second Cups. There's tons of locations all around Toronto and Canada, and these guys are always hiring because people always want to eat or drink coffee. You can work either as a barista or in the kitchen. These employers are generally interested in an enthusiastic and warm personality, and they also want you to be able to multitask. Of course, to have such a job, you must have a passion for customer service and working with food. A nice plus for such a job is that it's a shift kind of work, so you can choose the days and the hours when you're willing to work. And also, you can get some tips. Now I'd like to share my story. My very first job was at a Second Cup as a barista. I had no prior work experience, I just had one interview and joined Second Cup, and I worked there for about 2 years while I was going to school. This was an amazing part of my work experience overall because I was able to make some friends, network with some clients who were asking for coffee, as well as develop some of the leadership skills that I never knew I had. Here's an embarrassing story for you. When I came in for an interview for Second Cup, my interviewer and my future boss asked me, "Ooh, why do you want to work at Second Cup? Why do you want to work as a barista?" And I said, "Well, I love the smell of coffee." This was the silliest answer ever, but it worked and I got the job.
Delivery. Delivery job has become easier than ever before with the arrival of Uber and the likes of it. Delivery driver's task is to take and deliver goods or food from one place to another. You've also got to make sure not to ruin the package along the way. There are dozens of delivery services to choose from, starting with the big ones like UPS, DHL or Canada Post, all the way to small local delivery services. Typically you need to have a valid driver's license and a clean driver record. Or you can just get a bike or a scooter, or walk.
Next option is construction work. Just like manufacturing or logistics, construction never sleeps. When you get an entry-level job as a construction worker, you'll be asked to do some general cleanup, to load and unload materials, or do some digging. You need to be physically fit to do such a job, and you also need to have good communication skills and work fairly fast. You don't need to have any prior experience in construction because they do give you some training. One example of such training could be Workplace Hazardous Material Information System. You might be asked to work at heights or in confined spaces, but you don't have to. You might also be asked to drive heavy machinery, so having a driver's license with a clean driver's record is a plus. You might have to work long hours, but you also get paid really well for that. This is also a really good opportunity for you for professional growth if you're into that kind of stuff. You'll get to learn some teamwork and collaboration skills as well.
Customer service or cashier. So if you have good communication skills or previous experience, you can apply for a customer service or call center job. As a cashier, you would typically work at the checkout. What you need is good interpersonal and communication skills, as well as negotiation skills. You need to be able to handle stress and pressure. Problem-solving skills and basic computer skills are preferred. For cashiers, you would need to have math skills, as well as attention to detail. If you like it, there are career advancement opportunities. You can also improve your negotiation skills and build your network.
Here's another option for you: warehousing or factory work. Warehousing and logistics never sleeps, especially now that the entire world has gone remote. To work at a factory or warehouse, you need to spend a lot of time on foot, typically 8-hour shifts, and you need to be doing a lot of repetitive and manual tasks. Sometimes you might have to work in a loud or hot environment, and you can find that job through your communities or through some job boards available. It's fairly easy to find such a job because people don't stay at those jobs often, but it pays the money, and you can also get paid in cash, and almost right away. You don't need any official documents to get such a job either, if that's your kind of thing. If you prefer working night shifts, that is possible too, but keep in mind, such a job is very physically demanding. A friend of ours was looking for a job for cash. She asked around, and in about a week or so, she found a job at a small cookie factory. She had to work for 4 days, 8-hour shifts, packing cookies into boxes. Yummy. She had to log her hours after every single shift, and she would receive her money in an envelope in the end of the day. Even though our friend didn't stay long at that factory job because it was very physically demanding, she said it's not a bad way to make some extra cash, get a job quickly, as well as choose the shifts that you want to work on. That's it for today, guys. The 7 jobs that we've talked about today are just tip of an iceberg. There's so many more survival jobs available to you for a quick buck and low skill requirements. And these jobs will always be in demand, so you can always count on them.
Yeah, and if you have your own personal experience or some insight or some tips and advice, please share them in the comments below. And also, please hit that like and subscribe button to let us make more videos for you. We want to help. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye, friends.
Take care.